Hello everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Spiegel Mom Scraps. This one is also for the 12 Days of Autumn that I'm doing with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. And today is sweater weather. So there I was just showing you the sweater that I created. I just used kind of a generic shape and layered over a Paige Evans cut file to create the pattern in the back. And then I used three sequin mixes to kind of highlight parts of the pattern. So the sequin mixes that I used are Holly Berry, Country Christmas, and then the white birch wood grain sequins that are available. And I just chose part of the design to highlight, and then just added some sequins around there, and I picked out some small red ones and then some red flowers. There's also gold stars, and then of course the white birch wood grain sequins. The background I'm using is Jen Hadfield Homemade Collection. I love this paper and I've been hoarding it. It's called Star Mosaic. And I can't see a year on here, but I absolutely love that paper and it went perfectly with this. The photos I'm using is of my oldest daughter. It was snowing like last weekend. We were getting some huge fluffy snowflakes, and so I took a couple of pictures of her outside, and she happened to be wearing a sweater, so I figured it was perfect for this layout. I'm just backing it on some, it's like a dark brown cardstock, just because I didn't want to add like any more color. I really like the way that the color scheme is going for this one. So I pulled these out. These are old products that used to be carried in the Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop. They are cork snowflakes, and I have been, again, hoarding them. And I've really been pushing myself lately to try to get some stuff used up out of my stash. And these cork snowflakes were perfect because it was snowing in the photo, and it didn't like draw too much attention, but it definitely adds a little bit. I created this little tag here out of the branding strip from the paper that I used, and then I'm just putting some twine in here, and this is twine that's available at the Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop, and I'm using the black twine. Excuse me. So it is something that you can purchase from there. You get like a pretty hefty kind of spool of it, and it's really interesting texture. Like, it's not like baker's twine. It's more like it's more fibrous than that. I just think of baling twine as kind of what's in my head, so if you know what that is, it's more like that. And I just tied a little bow. Now I'm adhering down these cork snowflakes, and I'm using my Tombow Mono Multi, and I do have to go back and kind of adhere them down a little bit better. I do like to adhere my cork down really, really well, because if it gets caught on something, it's going to break, and unfortunately that's kind of the nature of cork, so I make sure that like all of my little points of the snowflake are adhered down just so they don't catch. So now I'm putting some more of those wood grain sequins around, as well as some red discs, and then I'm also pulling out some little gold sequins, and those came out of the Holly Berry mix, just to add a little bit of extra, you know, sparkle and shine. So now I'm using these tiny thickers. Oh, first I'm going to adhere down my sequins, and I ran out of my little Zatz Blings glue dots, which is my preferred method for sticking down sequins because it's way less messy. So I'm using my Tombow. It works fine. It just, you know, you get more on your fingers. So I'm going to title this Sweater Weather, and then I'm going to it's not going to fill up the space the way I want it to, so I'm going to add Love This, so it's going to be Love This Sweater Weather. And I'm just using kind of the more gold. I think these are from the Auburn Lane collection. I'm not 100% sure, but they've got the rose gold tiny thickers and then the more gold tiny thickers, and I'm using the gold version of them. And I really had to think about how to spell weather after I had sweater down, because in my brain it was wrong, and yeah, I sat there for a minute trying to figure it out. But if you don't already, you should head on over to Facebook and join the 15 Minutes to Scrap with Spiegel Mom Scraps Facebook group. Also, if you aren't a subscriber to the channel, please click that subscribe button down there. Remember, you can always use my code Daisie15 for 15% off your next purchase in the shop. And if you are following along with the 12 Days of Autumn, be sure you head on over to Christy's channel and check out what she created. It's super cute, so you don't want to miss out on that. Now I'm just using my black pen and outlining around the edge, and I'm adding some stars. And that's going to be it. So thanks so much for watching. See you again next time. Bye.